days. Received your
Hello, Vicky, RetroQueenBeeArt. Oh, I went shopping today this afternoon. Oh, it was so much fun. Yeah, it really was. I was outside when where it's a street of antique stores in Snohomish, Washington. It was a lot of fun. And I was looking for jars and I found a few. I found Gilead's oysters like this, and I put my little pink things in there. And I see I have 3 likes. Anybody gonna comment? Let's see. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Gonna drink a little bit of. Okay. Let's see. What are we gonna do? I want to show you some of the things I got today. Just I'm gonna spray these paints. I need to use my gouache paints and the because I have black, I have a good brown. I just don't have the color. There's a peach. I don't have all these colors that they want in this painting. So what else did I get? I'll bring it. I got it back here. I'll show you. So I got a big jar. I thought I would like put all my flowers in there. So they're all there and I can just see them because I need to see my art to be able to do it. I also got some really cool napkins. They got bees. Bees on them. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, there you go. Those are cool. I got some from the antique store, some parchment. These are really cute notes that I can put inside the journals. Hi, Debbie Sue. I'm just going over. I had a shopping day today. And Snohomish, there's shops on one side of the street and then there's shops on the other side. And they're all pretty much antique shops. So I bought this rolls of music for $2. And it's in pretty good shape. For paper for the journal. It's got a cute little handle there. And then it's on this roller. Yeah. And I got a couple, I was looking for these jars that are old. This is an oyster, well you can't, oyster jar. It's from Mississippi. But it was in the antique store, and see I could put my colorful things in there. So I can like go like this and see what I have. Hi Bonbon, nice to see ya. I'm showing all my goodies. I'll show these again. I don't know if you can see them. There's bees in them. I always go to the shop where they have really pretty napkins, and I'll buy some napkins. Okay, let me see what else I got back here. Oh, I think I didn't unwrap this one. This is probably all. These are really hard to find, these jars. I think they're like from the 1950s or 60s. I found an old peanut butter jar. See, and this is what I was looking for. So then I can put my doodads, my trinkets. I'm gonna take them out of the case because if I don't see things, what I got. Hi Ellen, how you doing? Anyway, that's it. Just got some, oh, and I got a new apron, of course. I've got it on. Doesn't match this dress too well, but we're just going to paint today. We are just going to paint. So I think let's, boop, 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 boop. I want to find the art table. There we go. We're going to the art table. Okay. Now I have this light. You guys want that light, or would you prefer it off? Let's see what happens. Is that good? Or do you want a light? Ooh. I don't know. My screen is kind of a funky color today. I don't know why it's like that. Does the screen look good to you guys? Can you hear me okay? So first, I need to kind of check out these colors that I think I'm going to use. I've got a white, but I just bought this Daniel Smith tube. And let's see what color that is. Oop. This might be the color I need, and I don't have black. Let's see. All right. So we are going to mix a little bit of brown. Ooh. I don't have my cloth. Yeah, and so where's my cloth? Here we go. It was fun going in all the antique shops looking for these jars, and they're hard to find. We went into about 5 antique shops, and this is all the jars I found. 1, 2, 3. Oh, and there's a little tiny one that I don't know if I got it because it was $2 and it had a blue lid. Oh, funny, funny. I'm going to try using this brush. I haven't used it before, but so this is kind of a reddish brown, but I'm kind of like mixing it in with, see what it looks like. Pretty close. All right. This is how I paint. How's everybody doing? Do you have anything to share today? Anything to share? Okay, so this is black. Now to get that kind of a gray color, I am going to have to use this. I have to use my gouache paints because I don't have the colors in my watercolor. There we go. That'll make a nice gray. All right, that's good. Okay. And then we got a tan undercoat. Well, I could do this. This will be good. I might have, let me see if I have to add white to that. I don't know if it changes it that much. I'm going to have to buy some white. I do not have any white. Oh, I do have white. I'm probably going to make it that color. Mix some white in with that. This is a little bit reddish. I don't know what to do. Let's see. How do we get reddish out of there? Maybe color here. This is, let's see. Maybe this little brown will be better. I don't know. Yeah, see, that's reddish too. Kind of a reddish brown. So, I think I shouldn't mix it at all. I'm talking to myself as I mix these paint colors to figure out what color. That's better. That's not so reddish. I don't know how I made that brown. I don't know, but I'm going to use that one. And then the feet are peach. This is how I figure out my watercolor painting. You know, I do it at the right before I do it because otherwise I'll forget. Oh gosh. Well, this peach, I must have gotten. Close. Must have gotten some other paint in there, but it's still good, I think. Hopefully. Good enough. All right. Oh, and then the house was kind of dark right when I got here, and I didn't leave any lights on. And so I was coming down the bottom steps with my stuff. Guess what? I just like lost it. And I fell on my knees from 2 steps. But I didn't break anything, but my knees are kind of sore. Oh, I think we did this one before. I'm gonna pick from this basket. It's a story prompt basket. This kind of helps. And I'm going to see if I can put Alexa on for an... Alexa, set timer for 1 hour.
1 hour timer started.
There she goes. Okay, tell me something you learned the hard way that helped you later. Something you learned the hard way that helped you later. Something that helped. Something I learned. Hi, Juju. So we're going to do that underbelly. I gotta put the paint on here. Well, I think I'd rather just do it there. I don't need that much. So I'm just painting in the lines. What did I learn something the hard way? I'm not sure. Seems like I was always getting knocked on the head when I would make wrong choices. It's only because I didn't know any better when I was younger. Divorce, that is terrible to go through. Terrible, terrible. I guess that could be a hardship. And what did I learn? That I like being without men. I'd rather be by myself. I I didn't marry. I got a divorce. Well, actually, I had two divorces, and I divorced the boy's father, and then I married another man, and things just never turned out right. Ellen says, when I was studying for my series 7, I was reading all the wrong books. Oh no. Then I found out the right company, Kaplan, and passed the test. Oh, thank goodness. Yeah, this is my third marriage, and I find happiness. I married him, though, after my children. I raised them. I was single for 25 years, raised my kids. And, I knew my husband. I met him in the 1980s, but we were just friends. And sometimes, I would call him up and he would call me up and we just talk about stuff. So he's not someone I didn't know. So friends, I think friendship is really important. So now I need that gray. I am just, I'm going to put gray. Oh, it looks like I had gray right there. Yeah, let's mix it in there. So I'm going to take this black, put it on the plate. I never wash out my plate. I always keep it like, messy looking. I never wash it out because I use these colors over and over again. Alright, there we go with gray. So now I'm going to take and try to do all these little polka dots. This is like coloring in a book, except you're coloring with watercolor. Hopefully I didn't really wait till this is completely dry. I forgot it might run around town. But they're not completely symmetrical on this bird, so that's good. I'm just trying to follow these little dots, things they have here. Ooh. So it looks like they have more dots on this bird next to me. Hopefully my head is not in the way. You don't want to see my head, but I'm trying to see these little tiny dots. Yeah, my knees are sore from that fall. I'm not going to tell my husband. He'll go, "Ah." Well, the house was all dark, and I just kind of lost my equilibrium. Uh, okay, so I'm trying to see those. Okay, I can see them now. The dots are all around here too. So this is a wood thrush bird. I did not get an opportunity to look it up. I have no idea where it came from. A wood thrush bird. Wood thrush bird. So I don't have any more, like, boy, one thing with using the bigger brush is you can put more paint on it and you don't have to change it out. So let's see. Tell me about the wood thrush bird. WODTHRUSH. Give me some facts about the bird. Let's see. Ah, see, I thought I spelled WOOD. Oh, she got it anyway. So it's a lovely, soulful little bird with a lot going on beneath those speckles. There are some interesting, easy to picture facts. Okay. Here they have a speckled breast. Well, I asked, I don't know, the scientific name is blah, 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 blah. Oh, this is interesting. Thrushes, they're same general family as a robin. They're about 8 inches long, a bit smaller than a robin. Usually their lifespan is a few years in the wild. Wow. Just a few years they live. Isn't that something? The famous song, The Wood Thrush, is known for one of the most beautiful bird songs in North America. Its song sounds flute-like, layered and echoing, almost like 2 notes at once. Fun science bit, it can control both sides of its syrinx. I guess it's kind of like where your voice is. The bird voice box, which lets it sing harmonies with itself. Wow. I'd like to hear you sing, but I don't know where you live. Where it lives, in deciduous forest with lots of shade and leaf litter. Likes quiet woods more than open yards. Well, that's probably why I don't see you very often. It nests low in trees or shrubs. And it likes to eat berries and insects and spiders. Oh, that's good. Often hopping through leaf litter, flipping leaves to find snacks. So breeds are in eastern North America and winters in Central America. So they're really not around my place of residency. All right. sadly, wood thrush numbers have declined over the years. They've lost their habitat from forest, where I guess man has developed the forest, so they struggle where to live. Oh, that's kind of sad, isn't it? So many people associate the wood thrush with stillness, reflection, memory, forest wisdom. It's the kind of bird that feels right at home in journals, poetry, prayer pages, and quiet moments. Although it's more of a hermit versus the robin. So it's a hermit bird. So that's pretty cool. It's a rare bird. It's not over by me. That's why I never knew about these birds. I know, it's funny, isn't it? Well, that's about those birds. Ooh, 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 ooh. So we're going to mix. I don't think we're going to mix this brown. So we're going. One thing about this book, it really allows you to learn your shades, shading. Yep. I think my brown is a little bit lighter. Well, I can always make it darker. I'm going to try to match these colors the best I can. They won't be perfect. No. See, okay. Let's, I almost want to use that brown. Let's see. No. Oh, okay. So we're going to put a little bit of oop to there, a little bit of oop to there, and a little bit of oop to there, and then we're going to come down, put a little oop to there. And then it kind of wants to like, it's kind of darker on these edges. I might need to put a little gray in there. Alright, we're going to put a little gray in there. Oh, let's do the eye. Well, it might, it's not dry. Let's see how it goes with the wet. I might have to get my fan out, guys. Use this nifty old fan. I don't know why that didn't have a lot of paint on it. And this is also not drawn exactly like the bird over there. It's a fatter bird. It's a fat bird. Well, I've been on a weight loss journey, guys. But I really got my exercise today, and I kind of thought, oh, What is happening here? See, so there's a little fluff of fluff here. And I'm going to try to outline that with my brush. I'm just dotting. Trying to make that. So where's that fluff? Oh no, it's right here, about right here. Fluff. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to take this brown and I'm going to try to make some fluff here just by adding some paint. Make some fluff. Some more fluff here. And then there's fluff here. Thanks. Let's take a little bit of gray. And I'm just going to put that over the fluffy areas I was working on. Okay, we got a good fluff right here. Right. Just gonna try to get this to be like that. Anybody writing or painting or making their journals? Yeah, this is a great book because you have to create the bird feathers. You got to get the right shading. Of course, I'm not going to be completely the same as this. You know, I mean, when you paint, it's never like you're the artist. You know, they never paint alike. So this is a little bit wet here. And I just like use the point of the brush a lot. Now this is the correct way to hold your brush when you're watercoloring, but I forget sometimes. I think I kind of made that a little bit darker. So it's mainly, let's do a little bit more of this on the beak. And I gotta make some more gray. I'm getting blue and gray, which sometimes there is such a thing as blue-gray. I don't know. I think that's too black. As you can see, it's too black. All right, let's put a little more white. So I'm showing, these are my gouache paints, which are like watercolor paints. You notice my white here? It's almost gone. This is a cheap set of gouache paints. It's not like Daniel Smith where like this little tube was $18. Like, oh my gosh. So I could only afford to get one. And these I've had a long time. These I've had for 3 years. But this is a HIM. And they're about $20, $25. But you look at all the, I bought this a long time ago. But you get a lot of colors. And they're brighter, more brighter color. Okay, paintbrush I got on Craft. It's designed by Debbie Walker Art. She has a video. She has videos on YouTube about how to do more paint in watercolors. It's called Debbie Walker Art. I don't know, craft something. Debbie Walker, Craftamo. But they're really nice, and I just, right now I've got some out, but I try to put them back so I don't lose them. I don't know, they're like socks, you know? Your brushes can be like socks. They just disappear. I don't mind. I just don't like lines of watercolor. So I try to blend my lines in. Might be got a little too much gray, but that's okay. We can go over it again and again and again until we get it right. Let's see. Oh, I didn't like this, but I can't, for some reason, get this to be the color I want. So the shading is a challenge. But we do want a challenge, don't we? Okay. So hopefully got the right kind of blend of paint. So does anybody else watercolor or tried watercoloring, or what is your paint of choice? Maybe I should say that. Okay, Ellen uses oil paints. I was watching an artist. She makes the most beautiful oil paints in with her flowers that she sells on Etsy. Oh my gosh, they're so pretty. But what she does, and I haven't heard of it before, she makes her canvas first with all acrylic paint and all this mixed media, mixed colors all around everywhere on her. And then she puts the oil paint on top. Oh, Ellen, I bet those are pretty. I used to oil paint. That's how I started out. Oh, Vicky, my mom would say, you're so good. You're so good. You're so good. I go, oh, okay, Mom. You know how moms do. And actually, we had a flood in Texas, and all my oil paints that I had done, oils, were with her. And so they were all destroyed. Okay. We need to let that dry because it's not showing. I can't. It's too wet. Too wet. Let me get my fan out. Can't wait for you to read us the story, Debbie Sue. Oh, I know. Her stories are so good. Yeah, so Debbie Sue's in the balcony writing. That's really good. Ellen says, my art teacher told me it does not have to be exact, like the picture. Right. Right. I haven't really worked with watercolor and shading as much as this book. Oh. Oh. So this book, again, is Birds Watercolor Workbook by Emily. I can't even read her name now. Emily Lee Studio. Emily Lee Studio. I don't think you can see it on there. I have not put it in my Amazon shop because I haven't looked for it. Maybe I'll remember to do that right after the show. Ellen is working on Scabby. Okay, Scabby. Oh, a hunt by Janet. Oh, okay. Yeah, I've never done a hunt. I hear they're fun though. Thank you, Jersey. She says very inspiring. Huh. Can't really see it very good there, can you, Jersey? Should I play with it? Nah. I need to change the coloring. I thought I did it one time. Yeah, on her channel, this last story that she shared, Debbie Sue, if I get it wrong, let me know. It was about a lady who wanted to be baptized in the cold weather. So it was like ice water, and they baptized her. I can't remember the name of the story. It was so good. Let's see, it's about, so she was baptized in ice water outside in the middle of winter and accepted Jesus in her heart and all that. And I'm thinking, oh, that must really be a life-changing way or moment, to be dunked in ice water, frozen, a frozen baptism, that she really must have had a change in her life by having that bad, because everybody reads something different too in her stories, but Debbie still has wonderful stories. I think that's kind of what that was about. Yeah, an icy baptism or something like that. Yeah, I go to her channel, and every Friday she puts up a short story. Sometimes she puts up her poems. Debbie, I think I like you. I like the scenery, and then I just like hearing your voice read. You have a different voice when you read it the way you've been reading it, and I think it's more pleasant. You slow down. It's a more slower voice, a more distinct voice. I think you should probably do those videos like that all the time. When you're in front of the camera, you kind of go really fast when you talk. I like it when you're a little slower with your voice, and I can understand it better. But it sounds pretty with your background. Yeah, you have a more smoother reading voice. Yeah, that's what you call a narration. Yeah, you do. It's very pleasing with your narration because you know your story so well. Boy, I had so much exercise today. I feel a little sleepy. Sleepy. I'm like, oh, can I stay awake? I got up, well, I probably didn't get that much sleep. Okay, so according to this, it kind of looks like we want to... So, you know, when you want to remove paint, then you just have a wet, kind of a wet brush, and you blot it and blot it until you want it the color that you want it, you know. And I mess with it too much. This paper is okay, but it's not like the best paper in the world. But it's okay to paint on. Alright, so let's do a little for practice painting, right? Almost it. Put in a little bit there. Crap. Okay, so it ran a little bit there. So I'm going to push that. Ugh. Even hard to do the little dot. Crap. It's still running. Let's just dry it. That's 10. Well, there's my hour. Really, pretty much, I just have to get that. I kind of want to make this, and then all that. Alexa, stop! And I just want to do the legs real quick, and then I'm done. I can see the legs. Has a funny foot. Got too much water on my brush there. So this bird lives in the woods. I got to do some sort of background. Okay. Well, around the eye, I'm probably a little bit darker. That's because that black smeared. I tried to do the eye with, I don't know if I can fix it, or if the paper will let me fix it, because this paper is not an excellent paper, let's say. It's more of a, probably, it's okay, but let's say I would not buy it to paint on. Not bad, not bad for a runny eye. Not bad. I had too much paint on my paintbrush when I did that eye. So that's why it's behaving the way it is. So I don't think I can get it. Trying to get, oh, I just had an idea. Okay, I am really going to stop this eye situation. Let me just make it a little bit white around that eye. And I think I'll be happier. You know what I always say is, if you don't like it, you gotta change it, right? Yeah, the black really put a number. So next time I want to make sure I don't put so much black in that eye, so it runs, so it doesn't run. Well guys, I'm going to paint a background. This bird is just going to have a blacker eye. I can't change it. I don't know how to change it. It's getting a little less color there. Well, I'm going to just stop monkeying with it. So all I'm going to do is paint some kind of background like I did with these guys, because I like to paint the background. But an hour for what we did, and I'm a slow watercolor learner. The shading is very difficult, I tell ya. By the end of this book, I would think I would know my shading very well. Hi, Zippity Doo Day. Oh, yeah, you just got here. You'll have to look at the replay. Zippity, glad you came, though, and said hello. Oh, thank you. I'm doing great. It's very difficult, those shadows. And then you have to have the perfect amount of paint on your brush for that eye. So I will do that next time. I'll make sure my eyes. Debbie's so happy that you came, and I'll put up the finished picture in the community page. I'm going to say goodbye. The replay will be available for people who came in late. And remember to give me a thumbs up. I would appreciate that. And I'll see you guys next Tuesday, 6 p.m. Pacific time. The Joyful Art Time Show. We will be doing something really fun. I'm almost thinking we might do gel printing. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Bye, Bomb Bomb. Thank you so much for coming by. Appreciate it. And I'll see you all next time. Oh no, I don't have any snow here in Washington. We have like a Mediterranean climate. It was beautiful today, about 50 degrees and sunshine. Yep. So I'll see you guys. I'll see you next comment. We'll see you now. I'll see you all next Tuesday. I'll have something fun planned. Bye bye.